Alrighty, let's get into this. Howdy there, folks. Happy Friday. It is June, somehow, some way. And what better way to kick off the sixth month of the year than with the sixth race of the Marbula 1 season, or at very least the sixth Grand Prix with qualifying here at Sleet Street. Although there is no sleet. Uh, Damn global warming. All the ice melted. Yeah, I should pull a picture of what the track used to look like. But they did have the graphic flash up at the start here. Of course, we're gonna have the rolling. Um, I'm looking at some of these comments. Yeah, happy Pride Month to Mimo, yes. Mimo. And then Momo. Um, yeah, this track is exceedingly mid, all things considered. But I think we're just sort of spoiled with how many times the accelerator has come up this season, and quite frankly, races that didn't really need it. This track didn't really need it. The average time was 20 seconds, 21.4 seconds. You see down there. A lot of marbles were at that time, so it's already a quick track. You don't need to get any speedier with it. Although Marble Go Neum makes the dopamine happen, in my brain at least. Not sure if that's the case universally, but in years past, in Grand Prix past, these tracks went a lot slower. That's how we end up with these 38-second qual times. They've definitely improved upon that. We're getting into these qual times as well as some other track things. This used to be one turn. This conjoined turn 1, turn 2, that just used to be one giant turn. Don't know why they changed that. Maybe it just helps with the speed factor a bit. If you hear something that sounds like an air conditioner in the background, it's because I have the air conditioner on. Because it is going to be a scorcher here in the PNW, and by scorcher we mean like 70 degrees and sunny, which never happens in a location that has 200 days of cloud year round. So we're getting into that, getting into Pride Month. Yesterday, apparently, Yella's birthday. Give him a round of applause. The Marble Master turning 40. Can you believe that? Doesn't look a day over 39. So, with that, we'll just get into these quals. Skip the intro. It's a skippable intro. I won't lie. I'm working on this Jungle Jumpers video. And I'm just about done. You can see the progress here. Added ya boy down the middle. Just need to add music, and that's basically it. I think this video is coming out tonight. Point being, you can't talk about the Jungle Jumpers without talking about Marbula 1 Season 2, because they were doo-doo. So I'm looking back at all these Marbula 1 Season 2 Grand Prix, and it is like the intro is the best. That was some Hans Zimmer, just absolutely feastable composition that we just do not have from this season. And like, it does its role as an intro, and the best thing about it, honestly, is that it ends fast. It's a very quick intro. Just get into the races. You're not here for a minute long introduction to see the Thunderbolts fail. You just want a 15-second intro to have the Thunderbolts fail. So we'll just get into that. Thought about going back to the beginning, but there's not a whole lot to see. We do get to see a rare side profile of Greg. This is an angle we do not get very often. His screen's blank, which is odd. I'd rather have it be at most just a picture of the race or something, or seeing what we see kind of thing. At the very least, have it be solitaire. Because if I'm in the booth and there are 5 different monitors of 5 different angles, one of them's gonna be solitaire. That's just me. That is why I am here and Greg is there, because Greg is really good at what he does. And not to say that I'm the best at what I do, but I'm not in the booth for a reason. Although, Yellow, if you wanna hit me up, slide in the DMs. Put me in the booth with Greg. 5 brunch mimosas later. It seems to be an incident. No incidences on this track, for the fact that a lot of these racers look to pull a Yellup from, was that season 1? What happened to Yellup? Yellup is gone. Totally thought that was gonna happen. Kind of a relief. Again, selfish motive. Relief that no one got hurt yet, right? We still have a whole entire race to go through. But my bingo, marble injury, that's looking to get crossed off eventually. Not putting bets on who it's gonna be, though. Not naming any names. Momo. Not naming any names. So getting it. I think we can see someone's reflection. Oh no, that's the headset. That's not a reflection. Yeah, JMR patched it up. JMR definitely patched it up. Did Greg say the P word? Penultimate? I don't know. Did he? I don't know if he said penultimate. I also don't know where Roldo is. Roldo was set to easy. Have no idea where the man is. It said something about easy to break the ice, so that makes me think he's on with the ice. Of course, it is not a glass sheet, unfortunately. Darn climate change making the ice go away. So 2 things to look out for in this one. Well, I suppose 3. Thunder demonstrated 2 of them with that right there. This starting turn is actually going to be more of a factor than people will realize. I'm not sure if it's due to turning 1 turn into the world's shortest straightaway. That is going to be a factor. Bank turn, not looking too bad. It's not like soccer or garden with the overtakes and undertakes, it is going to be all of those walls. All of those walls on that slalom, the snaky bit, and then of course these splits. You got 3 splits. You got 1, 2, and 3, and this one appears to be there so marbles don't pull a yellow, because that's what got yellow. Season 1 or season 2 when it was just split the difference, literally went off of the split, took a hard bounce, and then over the guardrail. So this is a safety reason, but it's also going to be a bit tough because we saw a whole lot of marbles fail to navigate those splits cleanly, and some of them are from teams that you least expected. The top 10 had some racers I really did not expect to make it in the top 10 through qualifiers. These 3 specifically, the top 3, or bottom 3 rather, because it's reverse starting order for these qualifiers. The first 3 to go made it, even though they're in the bottom 3 of standings because they're bad. Thunder almost messed up my bingo by getting points early. And it is very peculiar that it was these 3 to start it off, and then you see Sirius, not good. Not good by Sirius at all. Losing a whole lot of momentum through that section of track, through the shake and bake, and then just splitting the entire difference. Look at this. Rolling over that split. Rolling over that split. Losing a whole lot of time. The usual suspects. I was about to sneeze, sorry. The usual suspects. There are teams that you could figure aren't gonna do well. Some of them did well. The aforementioned bottom 3 did pretty well, which it's pretty tough to be that bad for that long. So it makes sense that they're gonna, I suppose, accidentally do well. Of course, Tumult's here. Probably gonna take fastest lap tomorrow because, of course, what the heck? Is this track better than last season? I'm gonna say no, just because there's no sleet. The whole point to it was an icy track. That was the gimmick. You just they just took that gimmick away, so it's just street. It's just street. And then Frost, host curse question mark? Host curse question mark? Because Frost had a very bad showing at their home track. 7th. Should change that mute to not space. Do that later. Because when I'm on YouTube, space is pausing the video. If I'm on OBS, space is and unmuting. So I could say, you know, the 7 words you can't say on television, 7 words you can't say on YouTube. And you can't hear that, hopefully. That would have been very bad timing. Bad time to get monetized. Uh, so yeah, this is just street. Uh, yeah, Frost all bad. Glimmer? Shining Swarm is always a team that's just there. Which is unfortunate because silver medalist last year. Um, but they're always, you don't know what to expect from them. If it's a good showing, it okay. If it's a bad showing, okay. Uh, it's just a very, not even a mid team. They just for some reason don't have as huge of a following as I think they should. Uh, Red Eye here, I thought Red Eye was going to just be bad. Why couldn't they add the ice straights like Snowball's Arctic Circuit? Yeah, especially since the Snowballs ain't here. And if the Snowballs continue to be the Snowballs, I don't think... Oh, hey, wait, there's Roldo. Is that Roldo? That's Roldo. Found him. I believe so. Okay. Doesn't look like anyone else out on that ice, and that's not like a racist thing. It's just like an actual appearance thing. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't have any Sleet on a street called Sleet Street. And maybe that helps some of these marbles. Because there are a lot of teams don't do well on ice, just like Mario Kart. You saw my thumbnail was the whatever it's called. So someone mentions it. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Snowland. Oh wow, creative. A land with snow. Snowland. I'm just bad at that one because ice makes you go slip sliding. Don't know why ain't no ice at this one. But yeah, I thought Red Eye was going to be absolutely bad. Took a bit of an inside line. Nice straightaway. And then Clementon. Pain. Kinda. Didn't have that bad of a time. Right? But 7th, I knew that they were going to get knocked out. Which is a shame because I wanted Thunder getting knocked out so they can maintain the 0-point streak. Which they almost messed up. Thunder almost accidentally got good. But I knew Pinky Winky. After these hits, look at that. Going airborne a bit. Bank turn, pretty, not bad, or not good. Bad. Going airborne on this turn, losing a whole lot of momentum off of the shake and bake. Not taking the best line, I suppose. I bet you someone smarter than I has determined if it's better to take the left side or the right side of that split. Now, Firo was a bit of a shock. Kinda had a whole lot of speed. Took this I don't know what we're calling it. I'm calling it the shake and bake because it sounds fun. Not, I guess you could call it a slalom. I wouldn't call it a slalom. I'd call it a shake and bake. So Firo, we can see with the picture, pretty alright off of the bank turn. Navigated the shake and bake pretty well. Not a whole lot of loss in momentum. But it's those splits. Lost a whole lot of time going over the split instead of on one side, on the other. Got him just on the cusp. And And then Rima had a nice second and third leg, knocks Glimmer out, secures their top 10 provisionally, and then an absolute me moment. Absolute me moment. The top teams really showed up. And then Speedy. The top... Cerulean, look at how... look at how high they got on that embankment. Of course, Mimo went over that split. Peculiar. Maybe it's just absolute eliteness. The me moment. Had time to kill, I suppose. Yeah, slower through that third leg because they hit the split instead of going on either side of it. But had a good first two legs, made up for that. Cerulean, though. Right? Especially with what we're going to see from Speedy in these quals. The door is wide open now. On the off chance they don't pull a red eye. But Cerulean, phenomenal speed coming out of this. I'm telling you, phenomenal speed coming out of the bank turn. And not losing it that bad through the shake and bake. Whole lot of speed coming off of the ramp. Absolute money. And then Cloudy trying to extend the season dominance thus far. Knocks Clementon out. Now I'm hoping that Speedy can knock Thunder out, because as long as Thunder is out, I'd be fine if Clementon's out, because Thunder's the only one holding up my bingo together. Thunder is the only racer to fail to get any points this season. So the absolute egg that Speedy lays in this qual lap, maybe it's pressure. I definitely felt the pressure of going last and stuff. Okay? Maybe it's they didn't get as many practice reps as they oughta. Maybe it's altitude. We saw the Heat get clapped at Denver last night, which has a whole lot of factors in it. Altitude being one of them. Them being on only like 2 days rest after that series in the Eastern Conference Finals went to 7. Nuggets had been resting for a week. Gold don't rust. But for some reason, Speedy do. In this particular qual lap, in this particular Grand Prix weekend, in this particular season. And again, it's just one race. It's just one lap. Can't read a whole lot into it. But this is totally accurate predictions. It's not knee-jerk reactions. So we can save knee-jerk reactions for Monday. My accurate prediction on Speedy is you can't sleep on him. You cannot sleep on him. Yeah, watch Speedy go 18th to 1st. You could. Did not get a good run on that bank turn. Slowing down all through that shake and bake. Huge loss of speed. And then just absolutely... Maybe they got dizzy. It's possible. Going through that shake and bake. Hitting on all those walls. Doing their best hazy impression. Absolute slow going. And then rolls over the embankment. That is going to kill your speed. 18th. A full second slower than Billy. Absolute quack attack moment. And there you see how those times break down. I did hear that there was a graphical issue. There was a time that shouldn't be the there is some number funkiness that shouldn't be as funky as the numbers were. And that could just be stopwatch time versus camera time. We did see that back in the Marble League with the rafting time on just how it was edited, made the teams look like they were going faster than the time reported. Uh, so it could have been something like that, just a little discrepancy, maybe some TV lag, right? Uh, Camera adds 10 seconds or something like that. Yeah, speedy, absolute oofness. Quasar also some oofness. We haven't really seen Team Galactic do that bad before. Sirius in the Wolfpack, we kind of expect that. Clementon on the outside looking in. Although we have seen bigger comebacks. So if Clementon can not be 11th forever, maybe get up, right? At least 8th, please, Clementon. Although I am the number one Pinkies stand for at least a few more months. Yeah, Pinky Winky not doing good. At least they are better than Speedy at the moment. But didn't Red Eye start in 18th and do really well? I know they started 20th that one time. Got 3rd. So anything can happen. That's why this is not knee-jerk reactions, because especially with a team like the Savage Speeders, you can't sleep on them. All right. So now with what 10 marbles look like, and then we're gonna get into some of the mathematics. Thunder again, almost messing stuff up by doing well. Look at that! Look at that hit. These shake and bakes gonna be very tough. Oh, we're gonna have some Grog Woods. I thought we weren't. I was doing pretty well watching all this go down, but that first turn.
Making the dive bomb move into the first of the slalom. Cerulean comes out in front.
Man, Cerulean getting the act together finally, because it has been Royal carrying. Cerulean looking nowhere to be found, even though it seemed like they were the one carrying Azure in seasons past. Looked like they were gonna need some carrying. Finally showing up. Especially with the speeders, at least for the moment, at least for Q2. Out of the way, the door is open. Especially with the Hazers, the Cobalts, Team Primary being among the top teams behind the Savage Speeders through 5 races. Here we go, first race of the back half of this season, and it is wide open for them. Remember, 29 points could take it. If Speedy stays in the bottom 5, that is 0 points. 29 points for any of these teams will be absolutely huge. For the fact that they're only, 15 points in front of second? So, yeah, Cerulean, absolutely huge move. coming out of the bank turn. Yeah, taking that inside line, that midline. Actually, I suppose that's more of an outline. I don't know the difference. All I know is that they're off the wall. Billy is on the wall. Skirts by. But watch this conga line coming out of the shake and bake. Some of them are going to bonk right here, but not Thunder. Thunder is in 7th. So there's Cerulean staying off the wall. Yeah, watch this. This part right here. Billy gets past it. Rizzy hits it. Mocha hits it, which what are they even doing in Q2 in the top 10? They have been nowhere this season, and they're going to continue to be nowhere. Although if my bingo wants to happen, which I want it to happen, then it makes sense that they show up for once. 13 teams have yet to podium, and there are 15 teams who can. So let's hope it happens with these teams this week. There's Mimo getting bonks Rima. Thunder able to avoid it, saves their momentum, and then jumps a couple spots with that. Billy, nice overtake down that ramp. This is going to be a nice battle between Billy and Cerulean this week for tomorrow. Of course, you cannot count out Cloudy and Redeye and Mimo. You just cannot count out some of these teams. Definitely count out the Thunderbolts. Definitely count out the Razzies and the Chocolatiers. Ooh. Not sure if you could see that. Nice stiff arm on Cerulean. Great entry onto the belt. Cerulean had some trouble. So what the hell? I just looked at the chat just now. Let me finish this thought, because what in the heck? So Billy taking an outside line. Bold strategy. We do see a cut to change angle. So we don't really see what happens here with Mimo. Looks like they're able to push off a bit and just zoom right around Cerulean. But this gate entry is crucial. Has no trouble with that. Cerulean, bit of trouble. Gets them back even further entering the final lap. What the hell is Mirage P-Ountain? What? I look back at the chat and just see that and see Yellow Eye needs a pee. What the heck? What is this? Derailed my entire train of thought. Into the final lap. Coming from the penultimate lap into the ultimate lap. Do not know if Grog Woods said penultimate. Sad times. Oh, only 9 more events for Greg to say penultimate. Unless he did say penultimate this qualifiers, which I don't think is the case. So Billy comes across for pole, just their second pole position in their tenure in M1. Cerulean having a couple points, and then Mimo with an absolute me moment. Starting third tomorrow gets a point off the bat. Thunder almost scared me because if you finish top 3, you're getting points no matter what. Thought they were going to get a point. Glad they didn't get a point. Let's hope they drop down to at least 16th for tomorrow because I need my bingo intact. At least the Chocolatiers existed to get the who? Alright, so let's get through some predictions. Let's go through some boring math stuff. There are your times as they are. We have a minute 10. So let's just change that to 70 because it's 60 seconds in a minute. 70.1 or 011. Guess that does make a difference. And that was for 3 laps. We are 16 laps. So we're going to multiply that times 5.34. That's the one. I'm trying to get this prediction as close as possible. You really have Clementon finishing first? Here's hoping. A lot of tough competition. We have seen Royal come from 10th to 1st twice. No, 10th to 1st and then 10th to 3rd. But that's because Royal built different. Clementon got that body built by Taco Bell. So if they can finish higher than 11th, I call that a win. Someone said that Stinger got stung by this one. 12th ain't the worst, not the best though. But man, Billy, Cerulean, Mimo. Cerulean, Mimo especially, 2nd and 3rd. And Cloudy starting in 5th. With Rima in 7th. Those are what you're going to have your eyes on. And of course, Speedy. Maybe Speedy can work it from 18th. Navigate through some of the slow pokes. Through the bank turn. Through the shake and bake. Maybe get the splits down better. Because it was just 1 lap. And not 16. Why did Billy get 7 seconds in Q3? Good question. Very good question. Maybe an oopsie, wrong button. Done that before. It happens. Alright, so we're going to take the time that Billy got. Or should I do the averages for all of... Nah. I mean, for a better result, I am going off of just the fastest. And not someone off of the mark. Because you're not going to be at this speed. Unless you're Royal. But let's just go with this. Divide that by 60. We have 6.2. Whole lot of decimals. Let's move that down to 3 then. So 6.231. And I'm gonna look at the 5 previous times because big math stream here. So thus far, we have Razway, O-Raceway, Sakura, Greenstone, Tumult. That's not how I'm gonna do things, I guess. Let's just see what the times 14 gets me, or times 0.14 rather. And then if I want to go through and do some better math, I can do that. This one with the 14%, that's giving me 7.1. So 7 minutes, 6 seconds. That seems a bit long. 7 minutes, 6 seconds versus 6 minutes, 12 seconds. Let me take Billy's time, compare that to the lap average. Lap average 2140. Multiply that by 16. Yeah, they're looking a lot better. .7. Maybe if I base it off of one of the mid times. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Gotta get these correct. Because this is totally accurate predictions, not just like incidentally close. So 1 minute 12, 72,004, 72,381. I'm just gonna cancel out. Let's do 8, 3, 1. 0.385 by 2. So a minute 12. 0.1925. There we go. That's looking like a better time to go off of. 1925 times the 5.34. That's giving us 6 minutes. .4, 24 seconds. Yeah, let's go with that. 6 minutes, 24 point something. Divided by 60. Now we cooking. Hold on. 24. Yeah. So 24. Anyway, actual predictions, regardless of when they come across. Give me Cerulean in first. Give me Mimo second. Give me Cloudy third. Give me Tumult fastest lap. Let's go Frost slowest lap. Let's get a full host curse happening. Because why not? Alright. 6 minutes. .02. .24, that's a 1. Yeah, let's keep it at 24. Let's do 24 and a half seconds. So I want Cerulean if Billy came across in 6 minutes 12. Let's have Cerulean go under. Let's have Mimo go over, Cloudy go over. Cerulean hit. Someone's got to hit the under with a solid line. So there we go. Cerulean gonna win, and I believe nah, never mind. One race could do. No, I think the Cobalt surpassed the Hazers by Cerulean getting second. So that is that. We'll see how correct I am. Cerulean race winner, and then Mimo and Cloudy to race round out the podium. Tumult fastest lap, because we've been getting so many of these fastest laps come from marbles who have been nowhere in the standings of anything for the race. They've not been in the running for the season. They're nowhere near the top of anything, but they always somehow get the fastest lap for some reason. Cerulean and Cloudy, the two who can put a nix to the speeders, 18-point lead, especially if they come out with a huge win. And if Speedy collapses, if they come out with nothing, here's the standings refresher. Yeah, so Cobalt's with those 2 points now 77 points. So 18, yep, 18 points, very easy to do. That's a podium finish. All you have to do is get on the podium. If you're Cerulean, jump the speeders in the standings. Hazers, the door's open. Momo, the door's open. Primary, the door's open. 20. No, that's 29 points. And they needed that. So not primary, because he would have needed pole position. But you can get close with the win. All these teams can close the gap, jump the gap, get in the lead to start the second half of the season with a solid finish here, especially with Speedy starting in 18th. If they finish in that bottom 5, 0 points for them. Anything can happen. Let's hope it does happen, because they can't keep getting away with it. God, they can't keep getting away with it. Alright. There's a bit of a shorter stream because it's a bit of a shorter race, shorter lap times. Not too many shock and awe moments. The shake and bake's gonna be the part to watch out for. Let's hope some of these teams can do well. I don't think I got a bingo at all. Especially with Greg not saying penultimate. I don't think Greg said penultimate. Wire to wire didn't happen because this was just the quality of one a race. No photo finish yet. No marble injury. Maybe if someone somehow, some way gets donked, ends up over the ramp off of the track, maybe it can happen then. Mario Kart reference. This almost counts. I didn't even plan that. Completely forgot about that. Does not count, unfortunately. Team has 69 points. Actually. Yo, wait a minute. Dang! Dang it, Mimo! Team Momo has 68 points. Dang it. So close. Mimo, you know what you have to do? You have to take 13th, Mimo. 14th. You have to finish bad. Or at least get fastest lap and nothing else. You need 69 points. You gotta do it for the meme, Mimo. Put the meme in Mimo. Mimo. Or maybe some other team can sacrifice luck, skill for the meme. Pinkies are there. 23 points. Cannot happen. Plasma. We need 10 points. That could happen. Ecto, where you starting? Oh, where are they starting? Oh, Firo, rather. Ecto ain't starting nowhere. Firo. How does it break down again? Sixth. Whoa, that could happen. Firo and 6 get us to 69 points. That can happen. Racer earns 0 points for the season. It's happening. Thunder, don't mess it up for me. Marble DNF. Ooh, hold on. If Thunder could keep it going by jumping off the track, resulting in an injury. Man, this bingo's just not gonna happen. That is a sad time. Especially with these helices. Helices aren't happening. Alright. Grand Prix tomorrow. We'll be back here Monday to knee-jerk at it. But I will be back here tonight because we got this beauty of a piece dropping. Honestly, the toughest thing about what I have to edit, because the music comes easy. I just drop a chunk of classical music. It's gonna be editing out the cursing. Because I curse a lot in this video. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss out when this drops. Might have it as a premiere instead of just an upload because it's been a while since I've done that. So I'll keep y'all posted on what that looks like, when that happens, how it happens. Juggle Jumpers video tonight. And you know what that means? Marble League 2023 happening soon. Because I did say I was going to get to the jumpers before I got to the rest of the pack. Completely forgot I made that promise. So I'm following up on that promise. Making fun of the JJs. And then I'm going to make fun of all the other teams except for the teams who are not in the running to qualify. But I might touch upon them being in M1 doing all right. Okay. So, that is all for me. That's all the minutes. I will see y'all tonight to make fun of these jungle jumpers. Scream about them so much. And then I will see you all Monday to completely calm and rational reactions for this Grand Prix. And scream about whichever team is going to win it. I say Cerulean, could be Mimo. Would not bother me anyway. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the sunshine. Enjoy Pride Month. All the rainbows everywhere. Loving it. New logo. Do not have a new outro, though. But regardless, Waluigi gonna take us out. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.